We want to do something to educate people about the Holocaust. The more people understand that this really happened, I think that changes their reality when they come to terms with it.
As the owner of a business, we looked at results. Change outcomes need to be measured. We support the Holocaust Center because Leslie and I believe it changes hearts and actually produces results that change people's behavior.
Change begins one student, one teacher, one school, one community at a time. Hi, my name is Eileen. I'm an intern at the Holocaust Center. As the granddaughter of a survivor, it has been so powerful for me to see how the center makes the Holocaust meaningful today. We have amazing resources for classrooms all around the Northwest. We connect students with local survivors who tell their stories. Change begins one student at a time.
Hello. I'm really glad you gave this bowl to the Holocaust Center. It really made me want to learn more about it.
I always hope when the students hear my story that they will learn from it and will remember it.
Can I please see your tattoo?
Sure. 17170.
Change begins one community at a time.
Welcome to Grandview. Here at Harriet Thompson, our school, we have about 560 students. About 82% of our students are from the Hispanic population. About 5 years ago, 3 of my 5th grade teachers came to me with this proposal about bringing in a Holocaust survivor and also with a trunk that contained all of the lessons, and let me tell you, I was on board. I was thrilled.
We loved the idea of teaching kids about the Holocaust, but we had no resources. We did not know where to begin.
So they went online and found the center.
And we saw that there were lesson plans and videos and sets of books and posters, and we became even more excited when we saw that it was free. In our school, we don't have a budget for these kinds of resources. So the trunk that comes to us is so comprehensive. It tells you how to begin the unit, what are the topics that you should be sensitive about. It gives you a chronological order of the Holocaust.
My favorite lesson is the Pyramid of Hate. It's so powerful, and that the students learn the vocabulary and has meaning behind it. And then when having free to come and talk about those words, it makes a full connection for our students.
When Hitler came, I was 10 years old. I was deported when I was 14 while I was in Mischling. My father is Jewish, my mother was Catholic. All Mischlings, when they were 14 years old, had to go also to concentration camp. My neighbors were going straight to the gas chamber. I was lucky for my parents were mixed marriage, and for that reason I lived.
Now in Grandview, Holocaust education is a regular part of the curriculum every year.
Frida was here doing her presentation. What's you guys' location?
Even the Grandview Police Department is involved.
7-6 is over. We had a fight outside to the school here. One of the classrooms that completed my program ended up, instead of being bystanders of watching it, they decided to do something about it, and they got a hold of the principal, the teacher. They ended up calling me. The bullying situation has decreased quite a bit in the past 5-6 years.
After studying the Holocaust, I do look at bullying differently. I know that if the bullying keeps on going, it will go up to higher levels of hatred.
It became a part of our classroom culture, the respect and the compassion that they learned and how to apply it in their everyday lives.
In March, I took 4 other teachers to Ellensburg to attend the teacher training put on by the Holocaust Center.
Change begins one teacher at a time.
We couldn't do this without the support from the Holocaust Center.
I've been teaching Holocaust education probably for the last 20 years. I know what a difference it makes for my kids. They learn to be good decision makers. They learn to be critical thinkers. I want them to be armed with the knowledge that they can make a difference in the life of someone else.
Change begins one student at a time.
Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming to the Holocaust Center's Spring Luncheon.
In 2013, more than 800 entries poured in from students in grades 5 through 12 for the annual Writing and Art Contest. all expressions of the impact studying the Holocaust had.
I wanted to show that I cared about the people in the Holocaust. I drew representing uniting. It's important for people to unite for resistance to succeed.
The Holocaust Center inspires my generation to be the change. You make it possible for the center to connect all of us with lessons of the Holocaust. One teacher, one student, one class, one community at a time. We can't do it without your support.
We love giving. It's something that we can do to help other things happen.
Bringing those truths to the public and having them understand and be educated on what really happened can change hearts one at a time.
It became a part of our classroom culture, the respect and the compassion that they learned and how to apply it in their everyday lives.